Now we're going to move on to what is currently starting this week, which will actually be next week when you see this. So,
Or
so
2
just
weeks
2 weeks.
from now.
So all of these will kind of be out except for the last group. So, okay, this one we saw Step Brothers,
Yes.
which is Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly star in this. Basically, they are the 40-year-old adult children of a couple an older couple that gets married. When they move in together, they bring their older child with them.
Right.
Okay, the 40-year-olds move in with the new
Parents.
married couple.
They already live with the
Yes.
parents. The married couple move in
Right.
together. They bring their children with them.
Okay, so that's the plot line. And of
Yeah.
course, when they first move in together, they hate each other, and about halfway through the movie, they decide, "Oh my gosh,
They're
we
best friends.
have so much in common. We're best friends now." And I know that I went to the theater wanting to kill myself because
Prepared to kill
Well, no, I've seen the preview enough times that
Right.
I was ready to kill myself.
No, okay.
Thinking, "Oh God, we're gonna have another Love Guru." I thought Love Guru.
No, I was thinking worse than that. I thought the Brothers Solomon, which was...
Oh wow,
I thought it was going to be... Because, I mean, the advertising was basically the same. I mean, the poster looks very, very similar.
Yeah, and they do have them as these
and the
wholesome,
brothers, yeah.
wholesome 40-year-old. It almost looks like advertisement for like gay marriage.
Well, not even... Well, that's what the
Yeah.
poster looks
Yeah.
like, yeah. But, and I just thought it was going to be that kind of writing. And it wasn't. I was pleasantly surprised.
Right.
It was funny. I thought there were some very funny things about it. But if you ask me what I thought was funny, I can't remember.
I know. Yeah, I got home and I realized that I had completely forgotten about the movie. About 2 hours later, I was completely forgotten.
Yeah, and it's not, and it wasn't just us. I mean, we see movies all the time, and we see movies with the same reviewers a lot. And we discussed it with a couple people that also write movie reviews, and they said the same thing.
It was just utterly forgettable. But while you're there, you're laughing your head off.
Yeah.
There's a scene where the one thing that I do remember is when John C. Reilly has a drum set, and he says, "Somebody's been on my drum set. There's a nick in my stick," and so
Will Ferrell
goes, "Fine, I'm going to rub my balls all over your drum set," and he gets up there, pulls them out, and starts rubbing them on the drum set, and then they have a big fight that tears up the house. But it was hysterical.
Yeah, that was well. I mean, the shock factor of Will Ferrell, whipping out his balls, and you do see his. Well, I'm sure prosthetics, maybe, but whipping out his balls and just beating them all over the
was really hilarious.
That was hysterical. But after that,
now, do you think women are going to like that?
The movie itself?
Yeah. Do you think the women are going to like the movie, or do you think this is like a 13-year-old to 48-year-old?
I know a couple girls that really like Will Ferrell and really like stupid boy comedy. They're gonna like it, but I think women that are excited to see
Mamma Mia,
quivering to see Mamma Mia, are not going to.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna want to
see this. No.
But now I saw one that Brian didn't see, which was the X-Files. I Want to Believe. Yeah, and I was excited because I was a long-term X-Files fan. I watched all the episodes. What's
Dark?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not a Mama's Family nerd. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
At least not
he sits at home in an apron and watches Mama's Family. I kid you not.
House code. It's not an apron. It's a house code.
Okay, so I went to see X-Files hoping to see, what I loved best about the episodes, and what we got was a really well-made movie that was about like a CSI episode. Where they come, because Scully was, she basically would come in and survey what was wrong while Mulder was always freaking out over aliens and slug monsters. And in this case, there's no aliens and there's no monsters. It's not scary at all. And I think that's the big downfall of this movie is I really wanted the slug monster. I wanted something that was going to be eating people. I mean, they even started out making you think that there's something. Even on the preview, they have like this guy that's all lit up.
I can't even say I saw the preview.
Oh, but okay, so the basic storyline here is that there's an FBI agent, female, that has disappeared.
Is that Amanda Peet?
No, she's one of them that didn't. She's now where Mulder
I had to
was.
mention the name so I can flash
Okay.
about him.
Yeah, she's where Mulder is right now.
I gotcha.
So, or was then.
done that.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So what happened? You're flashing. We're flashing.
It's already been
okay,
flashed.
It's flashed.
You
okay.
can talk.
I know. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So what happens is they want to bring Mulder back in.
I really want to see it now.
Yeah. Shut up. So they want to bring Mulder back in. And Scully, because they can't figure out what's going on, which really surprised me because it had nothing to do with what they actually used to do. It's just some guy. This girl's disappeared.
I gotcha.
And then they've got a psychic who says he knows where.
And that's Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly, and it's like nothing really happens, and then the ending is horrible. When you find out what's actually going on, and there's no monsters and no aliens, you're going to be shaking your head, going, "This isn't even a good TV episode." This is one that I wouldn't watch when it rerun again. You know?
Was Duchovny ever near his underwear or like Speedos or anything? Because
no,
he was packing.
No. He was never in his underwear. And
you can find it online.
He did have a beard
put in,
at one time.
Duchovny hung. There's pictures that come up. They're all clothed.
Okay,
but you can tell.
Anyway, he did have a beard at one point.
Who cares?
I'm just letting you know. That's kind of the only thing that wasn't David Duchovny-ish. Yeah, but it's if you like the series, then I'd say wait for DVD. I hate doing that because I really wanted it to be good. I wanted it to be scary.
Right.
I thought I was going to be, I saw it at 10 a.m. in the morning, and I thought, oh, I'm going to start the day out being scared, and I wasn't at all.
Right.
I was kind of bored. It was like just a general CSI episode.
Now, okay, I've got a question.
Okay.
How many people in the audience look like you?
It was only critics.
That's right.
Yeah,
it wasn't critical.
But had it not been, I'm sure half of them would look like me, and the other half would look like you.
Probably.
Yeah. So I think it'll do fine with the nerds. The X-Filers will love it.
Yeah.
But I think if you weren't a big fan of the show, you have no reason to see this movie. I still think so at all. Okay. And I'm thinking, okay, so with this one, Step Brothers, we both like.
Yeah.
It's
if you're a fan of Will Ferrell, see it.
I think you described it as cotton candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love it. You're shoving it in your mouth, and then afterwards,
it's gone.
It's gone. There's no real memory of it until once the sugar wears down. Yeah, and that's kind of how it was. I got home and I wasn't even thinking about the movie, but it's still worth seeing. And if not at theaters, definitely on DVD.
Yeah.
Then X-Files, which I'd say wait for the DVD. Unless you're a really, really big fan and you have to see it in theater, go ahead, but you're going to be disappointed. Okay.